You know the feeling. You're ready for a solid breakfast, but the moment your food hits the plate, it bounces. Tough, rubbery, unappetizing. If your mornings regularly feature watery scrambles or yolks that taste like chalk, you are not alone. Millions of us are repeating the same 7 structural mistakes every single day. These errors waste good ingredients and leave you eating terrible food. But we can fix all of them right now using basic kitchen science. You don't need a culinary degree or an expensive set of copper pans to master breakfast. You simply need to stop fighting the physics of your food. The first major error happens before the cooking even starts, dropping refrigerator cold eggs straight into a hot pan. Look at this thermal cross-section. Cold egg whites are incredibly dense and gelatinous. Because of that thickness, the heat waves struggle to penetrate the outer white, leaving the yolk to absorb too much heat too quickly. By the time the thick white finally sets, the yolk is already overcooked, leaving you with a dry, powdery center wrapped in a tough exterior. The fix is straightforward. Raise the core temperature of the egg before you cook it. Pull them from the fridge 10 to 15 minutes early, or run them under warm tap water for 30 seconds. Achieving this temperature equilibrium prevents thermal shock. It allows the entire egg to cook evenly and ensures it releases easily from the pan. Once warm, how you crack an egg matters. Smashing it on a sharp bowl rim drives microscopic fragments directly inward. This practically guarantees crunchy bits in your meal. Instead, tap the egg gently on a flat surface, like your countertop. This cleanly severs the shell's membrane without launching tiny pieces into the yolk. Now you have a perfectly cracked room temperature egg. If you dump it directly into a cold pan, you are setting yourself up for an immediate chemical failure. This diagram shows a microscopic side view of a cold metal pan. At this scale, metal is highly porous. Without heat to expand the metal and create a lipid barrier, raw liquid egg proteins sink into those jagged ridges and lock tightly into place. To prevent this bond, preheat your pan on medium heat for about a minute before adding your butter. When it stops foaming and settles into a gentle sizzle, your protective barrier is ready. A clean break on the counter and a properly heated pan form the foundations for a structurally sound dish. Even a perfectly prepared pan won't save you if you crank the stove to high. Look at what extreme heat does to an egg's protein structure. The interconnected strands contract, squeezing internal moisture out like a sponge. This intense heat also oxidizes the cholesterol in the yolk, creating new compounds that change how the egg interacts with your body. To preserve those delicate protein structures, drop the stove down to medium-low heat. Slow, gentle cooking keeps the proteins relaxed and traps the moisture inside. For scrambled eggs, low heat needs to be paired with mechanical force. Whisking vigorously for 20 to 30 seconds physically severs tight protein strands while simultaneously folding in pockets of air. Controlling the thermal energy and whisking for aeration dictates how the proteins set, resulting in a tender structure rather than a dense rubbery mass. There is one trick the pan plays on your eyes though. If your eggs look fully cooked while they are still on the stove, you have already overdone them. This is due to residual heat. The pan and the eggs themselves hold on to thermal energy, and those proteins continue to tighten for several minutes after you turn off the burner. You have to pull your eggs off the heat exactly when they still look slightly wet and have a glossy shine on the surface. Think of the pan as a thermal engine to get the process started, not the final destination. Exiting that heat early allows the eggs to finish cooking on the plate. There is one final habit that actively sabotages everything we've just fixed: pouring milk into scrambled eggs to make them fluffy. This chart breaks down the water-to-fat ratio of whole milk compared to heavy cream. When you add milk, you aren't adding much fat. You are introducing a pool of excess water into the mixture. That extra liquid forces the eggs to spend more time on the heat to evaporate the water, and it physically dilutes the rich flavor compounds found naturally in the yolk. If you want a richer texture, skip the milk. Use a splash of heavy cream, or simply cook the eggs in pure butter. Both supply the structural fat you want without the extra water. Using fat instead of water respects the ingredient's chemistry, keeping the flavor concentrated and the texture rich. Replacing these 7 habits with precise techniques takes almost zero extra time, but it guarantees a restaurant-quality upgrade every single morning. Let's recap the rules. First, bring your eggs to room temperature. Second, crack them on a flat surface. Third, preheat your pan to build that lipid barrier. Fourth, keep the heat medium-low. Fifth, whisk them vigorously for aeration. Sixth, remove them while they're still glossy. And finally, keep the milk away from the bowl. Which of these 7 habits have you been stuck in the most? Let me know in the comments below. If this breakdown helped you rethink your breakfast, hit the like button. Let me know if you want to see my full daily scramble technique, and make sure to subscribe for more kitchen upgrades. Applying these small scientific adjustments to your breakfast routine makes it possible to produce a consistent, high-quality breakfast in your own kitchen. You've got this. Thanks for watching.